Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's G here with Studio Athletics. I'm on my way to my family farm and I'm going to be doing an isometric workout using the IsoMax. I'm doing this Sam Sulek style, whereas on my way to the workout I'm going to speak to you about what exactly my plans are and then actually show the workout live and then maybe do a follow-up on the way home. I'm doing an isometric set today using the IsoMax. My approach is going to be 2 lower body and 3 upper body. I like to start with low body because they're the most demanding and it's the biggest musculature. So I get that out of the way while I have the most energy. My low body exercises are going to be first and foremost the Sissy Squat. The Sissy Squat I like because you don't have to hold on to the bar. And I'll show you examples of this once we get into the actual workout with the IsoMax, because of course it's a bar. 95% of the time you're holding on to the bar, and that's fine. However, you're recruiting your upper body to do a lot of the work, specifically your shoulder girdle. Because you're holding onto this bar and you're generating 200, 300, 400 pounds of force. That force is also at your shoulder girdle. So I like to take that away. Subtract that from the equation and put the force directly on the legs. So I'll show you the Sissy Squat once we get there. That's probably the hardest and best low body exercise there is on the IsoMax. Then next I'm going to go to a deadlift. I like the deadlift because now we're starting to implement the full body here. And you can do a low deadlift, which is going to be below your knees, or you can do a high deadlift, which is above the knees. Both are beneficial. The low deadlift is, I would say, more taxing, less force generation. And the upper deadlift, this is where you can really pull the most pounds possible on the IsoMax. Along from there, I'll start to go to upper body. And because the deadlift is really a pull, I'm going to move to a push next. And today I'll probably do a low shoulder press. That's my dog in the back right there. We've made it to the farm now. Following up with the shoulder press, I'm going to do a seated row. I really like that because you could generate a lot of force with that, and it's a pulling movement. That's probably going to be the best for your lats. Is the seated row, and the deadlift is pretty good too. So let me pack up, and I'll meet you guys in the woods. Okay, we're making our way back to the cabin, but I just wanted to show you how I'm transporting the IsoMax. So normally it fits in a bag, but of course I just broke the bag, so I had to make do, and I used the strap and I threw the strap over my shoulder. Then I used a carabiner to clip it to my body, and I just feel very primal right now, I'm not gonna lie. And there's something about the IsoMax and just isometrics in general that makes you feel pretty primal. So this is right up my alley here. You make do with what you got. And fortunately, the IsoMax gives you everything you need. So I'm strapped up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm hearing a lot of gunshots here as we go through the woods because it is hunting season here. So I'm just always careful. Fortunately, I got a white dog, so I'm not really concerned about anybody mistaking her for a deer. Looks like we got a lot of coyote poop, lots of it. Yeah, it's everywhere. And that is what I'm a little bit nervous about every time I come back here. It's not so much the hunters, the human hunters, but the other hunters like bear and coyote. Another thing to note with the IsoMax is, if necessary, if I need to use it as a weapon, if I have to bludgeon something out here, I could very well use this heavy handle to do so. I could use this strap to tie something up if I got to drag it out of the woods and bring it home to eat for my family. I'm always thinking on my toes here, people. Just so you guys get a feel how I got this set up. The straps around the waist like a belt, and then over the shoulder. The bar is hanging in front, and the foot plate's on the side. I mean, look at this. Look at us. Could you imagine this? The first exercise we're going to be doing is the Sissy Squat. It takes a second to get set up, okay? It is going to require a knee bend. It is going to require a little bit of ankle mobility. Might take you a little bit to get into it, but I highly recommend trying this exercise. So the best way of doing it is centering your toes on the platform and bending as far down as you can get. Okay, you want to be on your toes here. Your heels are going to be off the platform. Then one side goes in, the other side goes in. Now we're in position. Okay, we want it hugged up against our thighs here. And we're going to keep our knees forward. Our knees are going to be over our toes. And we're going to stand up by keeping our toes on the ground and our heels off. Okay, we're going to start our first set here. Our first set is always a baseline just to see where we're at. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And again, the toes stay down, the heels stay up. And my max there was 189. So I'm going to set the load to 200. The first rep is normally just a baseline. The second rep is really where you're trying to knock it out of the park. You should get stronger as you go and then slowly start to fatigue on your last couple sets. I'm about to do 4 sets. The normal efficient, effective protocol is 6 sets of 6 seconds. But today I'm going to do 4 sets just so I can focus all my attention to these 4 sets. But they're going to be 6 seconds. Okay, I set the load to 200. Here we go. Second set. Knees over toes. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, as you can hear, it didn't beep, so I didn't get my max there, but I got 189.4. 189.4. That was my second set. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to leave the load at 200 just to see if I can get it there. As you can see, the legs are shaking. It's recruiting a lot of muscle fiber very quickly. Again, the load is not at the shoulders or the hands. It's on the hips and thighs. Okay, set 2 here. 1 in at a time. Full knee bend. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Again, I didn't get my 200. I got 181. So now I'm getting fatigued, which is fine. That's what we want. We want failure and we want fatigue. I'm not mad about it. You see me? I'm not mad about it. Would I like to get to 200? Of course. Have I gotten to 200 before? Of course. Not today, which is fine. We're gonna go 1 more set here. Okay, toes down, heels up. Full knee bend, 1 in at a time. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Okay, my max there was 188. 188. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the deadlift. Studies show that mechanical tension and metabolic stress is what causes muscle growth. We're getting both of those here. Regardless if I hit 200 or 150, those are both happening. We're going to move on to the deadlift. The deadlift is going to be 2 sets below the knees, 2 sets above the knees. This is where I'm going to start to implement upper body. Okay, so I have this right now on, I'll put it on clip 2, and we'll go from there. I'm going to be super low on this deadlift here. It's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, reset it. Feet are going to be underneath my shoulders. Shoulders are going to be back. Natural curve of the spine. Pressing down, pulling up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, my max there was 209. Again, I could already tell this is not going to be one of my better days, but I don't care. Why am I justifying? I don't need to justify. I just need to pull this sucker. Set 2 at loop 2. My last set here at this loop. Natural curve of the spine. Don't start to round the spine. Don't start to roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Sit your butt back. 3, 2, chin tuck. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 219 was my max there. 219. Okay, now we're gonna move it up to above the knee. Just because of muscle curves, and the more musculature you get involved into this one, you're gonna be stronger here in this position. So above knee, you're gonna be more in an upright position. I'm actually going to go to loop. I'm going to go to loop 7 here. Loop 7. This almost turns into like a shrug almost. So this is like the top of a deadlift here. I'm going to press it back towards the cabin and up. And here we go. We're going to do 2 sets here. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, my max there was 323. 323. I'm going to set the load to 350 and see if we can beat 350 today. Again, just to do that, you hold down on load and you use the arrows to get you where you want to be. Where I want to be is 350. If I hit 350, you'll hear a beep. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Last set of the deadlift. Trying to beat 350. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Okay, I beat it. You heard a beep. My max there was 409. 409. Couple points of emphasis here when doing the IsoMax is you want to pull the slack out gently and you want to ease into your max pull. Too many times I'll have clients that'll have slack in the strap and then yank on it. That's just producing way too much force, and then you're decelerating force, and then you're into your isometric position. Just pull the slack out. Start to think about pulling at 50 pounds, 100, 150, and when you get past 150, then you can go all out. Okay, my low body exercise is done. I'm gonna move to upper body. We're gonna go with a low shoulder press. Okay, we're hitting the low shoulder press here. Normally I'm about here for a set, and then I'm way up top like the Bruce Lee, almost fully locked out for a set. Today I'm gonna find the happy medium, and that's gonna be at loop 24, and the bar is like right at my forehead. This is just the perfect middle ground, the middle way here. Okay, I'm gonna do 4 sets here. Keep your hands in your peripheral vision, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. My max there was 104.4. Load 110. Hands in the peripheral, spine straight up and down, everything tucked and tight. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I got it. I got 1 beep out of it. I must have just beat 110. And I got 112. 112. So I'm going to set the load to 115. I don't think I'm going to get 115 today, but damn it, we're going to try. I got 2 more sets at this. Another excellent thing about Isometrics, specifically the IsoMax, is the opposing muscles are also being challenged. So the antagonist and protagonist muscles are both working. For example, my shoulders are firing right now, but I can also feel this in the lats as well because I'm holding the structure of my scapula in place, and my lats are helping to do so. Okay, set 2, 115. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 102. Okay, starting to get fatigued. That's fine. That's what I'm looking for. Hitting failure at 115. I'm down to 102. I'm going to set the load here to 105 and see if I can beat that here for my last set. Okay, good. Loop 24, shoulder press, last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Didn't get it. 100.6. Good. I'm hitting muscular failure there. Okay, I'm going to go with my last exercise of the day, and that's going to be a seated row. So we're going to finish with a pull. Okay, a couple things I'd like to mention here with the IsoMax is I've had this for probably about 8 months now, and the battery just doesn't die. And I use this with myself and with clients every day. the battery's just still at full charge. I think I may have charged this one time. And also, it's portable. I'm in the middle of the woods right now, next to a hunting cabin with my dog, and I'm getting a workout in. I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat this. No! Phone dropped. Okay, to finish the workout here, the seated row, I am at loop 6. If I'm looking to get max output on the seated row like I so often am, I'll have my arms more straight, my legs more straight, so it almost like turns into like a seated deadlift. This is where you're going to be able to put your most output. However, today I want to have my elbows a little bit more bent as if I was to do an actual seated row here, and I might not be able to get as much force output, but I know that I'm activating my lats and the muscles of my upper back more. So I have slight bend in my knees here. I'm gonna push the platform away as well, but I'm also gonna pull back, keep my shoulders away from my ears. I'm thinking elbows back and just squeeze the muscles of the lats. We got 4 sets, 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So we're easing into it and easing out of it. And 267 was my pull there. So not bad, not bad. I'm gonna set the load to 270. So what did I say? I wanted it to get 270. I'll try for 270. And then you gotta give it a second to recalibrate and get back to 0 before you start to pull again. Okay, set 2, 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I beat it. What did I get there? 275 was my max there. I'm going to do 2 more sets. It's important that right when you're done with a set, don't press any buttons, hit your max button. Because if a lot of times I'll hit load and then I won't ever be able to see my max again. And then to get rid of the max, you just hit the max button again. Okay, set 3, shoulders down. You can mess around with the grip. You can go with an underhand grip, an overhand grip, whatever you want to do. We're getting max contraction of the muscles anyway. The sun is right in my eyes. It's such a beautiful day here. Okay, 2 more sets and the rest is history. 3, 2, 1, go. Whew, okay, I beat it. My max there was 290. Okay, pretty good. And you're gonna lean back a little bit on the seated row. It's just fun because you get more force output. You're gonna feel yourself leaning back. It is what it is. Just go for it. As long as you're feeling strong and you're feeling like you're in a comfortable posture, do what you need to do. Okay, my last one. Heck, I'll set the load to 300. Let me see if I can get 300. 270, 280, 290, 300. Okay, here we go. Last set of the day. My workout is done. Thanks for coming along for the ride. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, I got it. I beat it. My max there was, what's that say? 309. 309. Okay, and I'm done. I mean, if I didn't have to move the camera around and everything, that workout may have taken me 20 to 30 minutes. I recommend 1 to 2 isometric exercises per week. If you don't get 2 in per week, do 1 isometrics exercise and do 1 dynamic exercise. That's what I do. I do 1 IsoMax or my invention, the Iso Rack, and then a couple days later, I'll do a full dynamic set using 1 set to failure principles, high intensity training, using Nautilus equipment. Like for example, this will be my 1 set of isometrics for the week. Later on in the week, I will do like a negative only training day. Very similar style though. Couple lower body, couple upper body, compound movements, 1 set to failure. If you have any questions on any of that, or if you want me to help you set up a exercise program that fits exactly what you have capable in terms of equipment and your experience level, I'd be happy to do so. Something else I'd like to add with isometrics, specifically using the IsoMax, is you get a tremendous core exercise as well. I did not do anything specifically for the core just now, for my abs, and I'm feeling stimulation there and fatigue. And I think that's just because part of the job of the abs is to hold the body upright and keep your spine stacked up. And when you're pressing through the platform and pulling on the bar, your abs are working extremely hard to make sure the structure of the spine stays in place. So more bang for your buck, more efficiency. I'd really love for someone to invent isometrics for dogs. My dog is 13 years old. She's half pit bull, half bull mastiff. She often comes for walks in the woods with me. But I feel like that's a little too much stress on her joints. She often ends up leaving the woods limping. And if I could just strengthen her tendons and her musculature without actually moving them, I think she'd benefit from that. So, humongous market idea, IsoMax for dogs. Invest with me. Invest with G. Studio Athletics, the IsoMax. We're out in the cabin, baby. The stabbing cabin. We're in the woods with my dog. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. I feel great. Ladies and gentlemen, over and out.